Good morning all, it's Wednesday and I'm back again with another live. Yes, every Wednesday at 10 AM we have a catch up and we'll have a little bit of a creating. So yes, I am Mark Alexander, if you don't already know. I am the creative designer for Visible Image. Kind of says so down there, doesn't it? Yes, so glad to see everybody today. I'll give you a few minutes for everybody to catch up with me. Thank you. Please do comment whilst, we got, the comments are coming in already. Excellent, thank you. Let me just drop onto there. There we go. Yeah, so nice to see everybody. What is everyone doing on this Wednesday day? Who knows? Everyone else in the country seems to be having absolutely amazing weather. I, on the other hand, you can't see, but it's cloudy as. I live in Wales, in one of the valleys, and it seems to have its own ecosystem. So yeah, it's one of those things. I'm hoping for a little bit of sun later on. I'm hoping I'm having something done on my garden, so I'm hoping that they are here later on to do that and not making some excuse that the weather isn't good enough for them. Who knows? But it's very warm in the studio. And I've got a window closed only because of the noise from the builders. So there we go. I'll say a few hellos to everybody. Let's have a look on the comments here. Oh, we've got quite a few people here. Let's have a look here now. I'm just having a look. We have Tom, Jane, Katrina, Ellie, Pippa Brass. Hi, Pippa. Don't recognise the name, Pippa, but I'm sure you've watched me before. So yeah. What a day. I'm just going to have a drink. What has everyone else been up to? Oh, I've also got, in a minute, I will show you, I have something new. Yes, something new that I'm very excited about as well. So I'll tell you about that in a second. Let's just have a drink of water. It is only water. Too early in the morning for anything else. Oh, we have Michelle as well, and Trudy B, hi, and Handy Scandy. So I'm so pleased that you're able to join me today. What a day, what a morning even. Right, I'll start off with my new thing that I've got. It's really cool actually, and it may seem like it's just something amazing, normal, but it's not normal because it's really cool stuff. So let me just show you. Let me just go to here. And no, it's not this. This is what I'm going to be creating with later on. So I am going to be making a card, a kind of clean and simple card, nothing too complicated, but pretty cool looking. So I'm going to use the antisocial butterfly because obviously that's really cool. So I'm going to use the butterflies from that. I'm also going to use the affirmation set, which is a really cool word set. Lots of different words on there. Very useful, and it's also got a heart in there as well. And last but not least, one of my favorites of this year is the fluid stamp. One big stamp, great for making statements, dramatic statements on your cards. It's going to look amazing. You can put butterflies in front of it, dragonflies. You can put anything you want, but it's going to look absolutely amazing. So I do like that one. So that's what I'm going to be playing with shortly. But I will show you. Let me just go to the camera. Let me have a look here. I've just got some of them. I haven't got them all because there are a lot. Let's have a look. I'm just trying to lift this up because it's very heavy. I have some of the brand new cardstock from Arden Creative Studios. Wow. And it's absolutely amazing. Let me just turn that camera so you can see what it is I've got. Wow. Let's have a look. Oh, this is very heavy. So, Arden Creative Studios has amazing cardstock. We have, obviously, in A4 size. Let me just go to the right camera. Zoom out just a little bit so you can see that a bit better. So we have A4, which is 225 GSM. Smooth, obviously both sides. It's premium cardstock. Obviously they come in 34 colours. Absolutely stunning. This is going to be my go-to cardstock for the future, rest assured, because it's absolutely stunning. We have, they come in obviously packs, And then obviously individual colours, you can buy them individually, so you'll have to check with your retailer or restockists as to where you can get them from. But this is what I've got with me today. So I obviously picked whites. I picked some brights because there's lots of really nice colours in there. Very, very nice. And it's so cool. There's lots of colours there. Like some brights. I picked a pastel pack as well, which is nice. And it's, when you feel it, you'll know. And then I picked some deep tones as well. I do like that. The choice of kind of those darker colours. Yeah, really, really nice. But then, and this is all smooth, totally smooth, both sides. But if you go for their 12 by 12 cardstock, not only it's textured one side and smooth on the other, but also it has 300 GSM, oh yes. And it's so touchy-feely, it's absolutely amazing. I've got to get one out just to show you how nice this is. Now, in the old days, obviously there are some other brands of cardstock, but this one, it's so nice. It's to die for. It's very strokey feely. It's got that kind of linen texture. Now this is the black that I've got here, and what a black it actually is. I mean, the colours are stunning, but 34 colours. This one is black, and I've compared it to so many other cardstocks. I mean, obviously, you know me, I use black and white an awful lot, especially when I'm making cards, because I like those kind of those nice impact kind of colours. The white is a bright white, but there's also a softer white as well, which isn't cream, but it's not white, so it's like a slightly off-white. It's great. That'd be great for weddings and things like that. I would use that for weddings. But this, honestly, it's so touchy-feely. That's a camera. Wake up, camera. There we go. So yeah, really, really nice. And I can't. It's so good. Really, really nice. And I have compared it to other blacks, and it's blacker than any of the blacks that I've ever had before. This is going to be so cool, and it's got a very, very fine, incredibly fine linen texture going through it as well on this side, and then on the opposite side, you can't really see that on camera, but it is totally smooth. Very, very nice. So the choice is yours as to how you actually use it, but whether you're into possibly, if you're card making, great. If you're scrapbooking, absolutely amazing. It's got so many uses. Great for journaling. You're going to use this time and time again. Obviously with the colors, I will try and do a swatch where I can compare the colors to maybe some inks, so that they've got like a match, so you can actually color coordinate. But these are absolutely stunning, and you know sometimes where you have to touch it to know how good something is. I don't know whether the DT have got any of this cardstock yet, but I'm sure we will send some out to you. But it's very, very nice. I'm just trying to read how does it compare to the old better? Somebody's asking me, how does it compare? It's better. Is it black to the core? That's a good question. I think it actually is. I'm tempted to rip it, but I don't really want to, because it's so nice. It's so nice. I don't want to rip it. Oh, do I rip it? Is it black to the core? Maybe. All right. Okay. Let me just. I'll zoom to the camera so you can actually see this now. There we go. So if I kind of zoom in, let's have a look on this camera. So is it black to the core? Yes, it is black to the core. So that, look at that. I have to chop that bit off now. Maybe I'll use that, but that's fine. It's all good. But this shows you just exactly how cool and good this is. I'm not sure whether even my camera might be able to. Oh, there you go. You can just pick up that texture now, can't you? You can see that very incredibly fine linen texture. I'm glad that camera is really good. I won't zoom in anymore. Can we see it anymore? Zoomed up. Wake up camera. Just trying to refocus. It's trying. There. So they've got, just trying to focus with my thumb. Look at that texture there. Absolutely very, very fine texture on one side. And then if I turn it over, put my thumb there, we've got totally smooth. Again, I'm trying to get very, very close up. As you can see, I probably need a manicure, but this just goes to show you how good the camera is. And I really, really wanted to show you how cool that is. So that cardstock, once you get it, it will be your go-to cardstock. Now I'm just going to look at a few comments here now. How does it compare to the coordinations? Do you know what? I don't even remember if I have used it, coordinations, but I think this is probably the best cardstock on the market today, without a doubt. You are going to see it everywhere, because so many retailers are going to be having this. It's going to be your go-to cardstock, and I like the fact that you've got the choice. You can have A4 in 225 GSM, which is great for card making, or if you're hardcore and you want it a little bit thicker, you go for the 12 by 12. But you've got the choice, and obviously the colours, you've got the same colours, 34 colours in each size, which is absolutely amazing. Really, really cool. Jane is saying how good it is for die cutting. Do you know what, Jane? I haven't die cut with it yet, so I will have to do that. I have sprayed with it though. The only Auntie Caffeine Craft says the only thing you use cardstock for is die cutting. Well, that's good. That's all good. I love 300 GSM for some things, but I find it's too heavy for matting and layering. Really, Ivy? Do you know what? Nah. This stuff, I would use. See, I use 300 for matting and layering. Why wouldn't you use it? Is it because that you got the weight of the actual card? I'm trying to work that out now, because I don't find that an issue, because normally, obviously, I do work on a hobby maker, so I do work on TV. And for me personally, if I'm making a card that I need to be able to show you on set, it's got to be able to be kind of rigid. It's got to be nice and, so that it doesn't flop over, because there's nothing worse than a floppy card. But yeah, I mean, you want something that is strong enough, and you can make boxes and all kinds of things with it. I've never made a box with a card. Maybe you should do that. You've got me going on something. Oh, we have Rox here as well. Hi, Rox from Australia. Rox used to be on our design team, so yeah, it's nice to see you, and I do appreciate you being here. What does GSM stand for? Grams per square inch. Tell me if I got that wrong. I think it's grams per square inch. I know, because I think the US do they use pound? 200 pound or 20 pounds, or I don't know what, but I think GSM is a more accurate measurement in terms of, it gives you that kind of what the weight is of your cardstock. Very, very good indeed. So yeah, I can never work out the American equivalent, if there is an American equivalent. I do know that lots of the US friends do use GSM these days, because I think it's more accurate, if anything. Grams per square meter. Why did I say inch? Meter, grams per square meter. Ha, GSM. What? GSI? Sounds like a program. Yes, I'm just so yeah. It's so nice to have everybody here. If you're watching on YouTube, then that's all well and good, great, and please do, if you can, maybe you would like to subscribe to the channel. That would be lovely. I do appreciate each and every one of you who ever does. Oh, there we go. Subscribe and ring the bell, just because then you will know that when I'm going live. So we've talked about cardstock, and I could talk about this stuff all day long, but it is kind of like, it's touchy-feely, and it's so nice. Look at me ripping that now, but it's very nice indeed. So let's leave the cardstock to one side for the moment, and I'll just say a few hellos to everybody. We have Sharon here, and hi Sharon, how are you? Yeah, it's nice to be able to show what is coming. And we've got some nice surprises as well. I did say last week about a competition. So we did the competition last week, and I'm going to do another one today. So if I'm going to do a competition, what should I do? Something simple and something not too complicated. That's what Barry told me to do yesterday. Something easy. So it's a quicker one, and I only just thought about it now, so I do apologise if it's too random for you. But I will send out something for free. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It'll be a surprise. That's the whole point, isn't it? A surprise gift to anybody who obviously comments. You've got to comment on Facebook and YouTube if you can. So double the comments and subscribe as well. Do a subscription. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Absolutely free. So what will the competition be? Easy one for you. I obviously live in Wales, but the question is this: where was I born? Where did I come from? If you know that, then comment, and we'll send a prize out to. We'll send something out to a nice free gift to a random person. We'll choose somebody random, and that will be with you. I will give you a few days, obviously, for people to catch up and watch this, and then we'll choose a winner, and yeah, we'll have a bit of fun with that. So, where was I born, and where did I grow up? It's all in the same place, so you can, if you know, you know. If you don't know, maybe you can investigate, because obviously some of you will know. I have done lives before, and I've done some, some morning crafty lives. So yeah, if you know where I came from, let me know. Comment in there on Facebook and YouTube, and yeah. Oh, Rox is saying happy mail from Mark. Yes, of course, happy mail. I've got an awful lot of stuff here actually that I need to de-stash as well. So I will be de-stashing some stuff, and we'll probably add that in at some point as well to another prize. We've got something big coming. What month are we? We're in August, aren't we? Just wait till October. We have a birthday event in October, so watch this space. Something very special, something new as well for those who don't know. Shush. For those who do know, shush. Keep my mouth sealed, lips sealed, zip it. You're not to say it's a secret. So I've got something new coming out in October for the birthday event, so watch this space. Right, I've been sworn to secrecy, so I won't say any more about that. Let us go back to the other camera, and we'll look at what I'm going to create. Okay, there we go. So here we go. As I said, today I'm going to have a play with the antisocial butterfly, the affirmations. I'm going to use one of the sentiments from that. I mean, obviously I could use butterfly, but or antisocial butterfly, because an antisocial butterfly is basically somebody who shies away from you know, interaction with lots of people. It's not, you know, it's not that you are antisocial. It's just that maybe you're just a bit shy, or you know, you just, yeah, you're not feeling your best. So you need to, you know, maybe stay away from being in social spaces. I'm going to use a sentiment from here because I like those affirmations, and we're going to create a background with the fluid. So really, really cool and simple to do. Obviously, later on I will put those links for these particular products on the YouTube and on the website, on the Facebook. So we'll do that after. But first of all, I will have another drink, and I'll just read a few more. Maxine Baker. Oh, is she right? Am I from Coventry? That's a good question. Okay. Grams per square inch would be like a block of solid gold. Well, that paper is like gold. That's a very. Is it? What is it? What's that mean, Ivy? Is it dogs? What I've missed that thread of that conversation. Who else? Right. Oh, you just go Aussie. Shall I start today on love the Aussie accent? Okay, let's go for it. Let's make something. So, first things first, I need to get my stamping platform. Move this out of the way, and again I've using some of the Arden cardstock, which is absolutely fantastic, and I've got my stamping platform, and I've put the large stamp, which is called Fluid, onto my stamping platform there. So I'm just going to, I've lined it up as to where I think I want it, and we're just going to stamp that down. We're going to use some ink. Now the ink I'm going to use today is, right, so I've got some distress colours here, so I'm not sure which colours I'm going to play with, so I might use a combination of them all maybe. We've got Picked Raspberry, we've got, what's this one here, Mermaid Lagoon, Dusty Concord, maybe because I couldn't find my Wilted Violet possibly. I don't know why I've got Barn Door, but we've got those colours. If I find my Wilted Violet, then I may use that, but if I don't, then it's not an issue, because you know, I like to use some of those colours there that I haven't used before. I do have a Wilted Violet in the Oxide, so maybe I'll use that one. We'll see. So I'm just going to have a play, and we're going to decide what colours we use. So I think I'm going to start with my Picked Raspberry, because I do like that colour, gorgeous colour. So I'm just going to go in there with that. Again, just some colours. I'm going to mix these up a little bit. Mermaid, I like that Mermaid Lagoon. I'll use a bit of that as well. And try not to contaminate your inks too much. Again, I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm just going to go in with those colours there. What else next? Now, Dusty Concord, is that like a purpley colour? I don't think I've used that one before, but it's always the first to use this colour. Right, okay, we'll use that one. I know. I've got lots of colours, and some of them I've never used, or I rarely use. So it's nice to be able to mix it up a little bit. I'll use 3 colours. We'll go for a trio of colours, which is a nice change. So next thing we want to do is I'm just going to get some water and just spritz that just a little bit, not much. I just want those colours maybe to merge just a little. And again, using your stamping platform, you can obviously go back in there multiple times, which is great. So, and that's what we may actually do. So I'm just going to place that down, and we're just going to kind of mix those colours up a little bit. Obviously, these are water reactive inks, so that's great, and you're going to get that lovely combination of colours. So just take your time there with your platform. Obviously, give it a chance for that ink to transfer off the stamp and onto the paper, and we just lift that off. Wow, we've got a nice colour going on there, and I like that a lot. Again, you can go in with more colour or less, it's entirely up to you. Maybe I want a little bit more blue there, maybe I want a little bit more blue down there. So I'm just gonna ink down a little bit more there, just gonna merge that purple and that blue together a little bit more. Again, this is one of the things that you can do. So, and we just place that back down. I want a little bit further down actually. A little bit further down there. Okay. Now that's great, that's exactly what I'm after. I like that kind of merging of the colours into the two. I like that purple and the blue together. That's great, exactly what I'm after. So I'm just going to carefully remove this from my stamping platform. Okay, move that to one side. And we're just going to dry that just a little bit, because obviously it's quite wet at the moment, obviously because I added the water in. So we'll dry that off. And I'll be reading a few comments as I'm drying. Jane saying how nice this stamp actually is. Again, not used often enough. I think it's a really, really cool stamp. Auntie Caffeine Crash is saying, no, that's an amazing stamp. And you hate stamps? No, you need to get back into stamping, seriously. The stamp is called Fluid. It's I'll show you it. I'll show you now, Ivy. Let's have a look. It is one massive stamp. There, you can see that there. Really, really nice. Again, you've got all those splatters going on. You just can't get that, you know, if you try and do that yourself, you're just never going to get it the same. But it's a great stamp. Again, you can put anything that you want on top of that, which is going to make it even better. Whether you're possibly into your music, your flowers, your butterflies, it lends itself to so many different things. I'm doing a kind of clean and simple card today, but again, you can do whatever you want with this because it's amazing. And Tom saying he doesn't have it either. Oh, Tom. And Auntie Caffeine's Crash saying, I'm so weird. I was never into stamps, and now I don't like how stamped images look, coloured with markers on top of pattern paper. Okay, you know, maybe you'll turn it around and you'll come back round. Maybe you need some mixed media stamps. You know, I think if you don't do stamping, you may miss a little bit of a trick, because obviously it's the combination of using your using your die cutting with something else. Because I think if you only use die cutting, your projects may look a little bit flat and they don't have that depth that you want to create. Obviously you can do some amazing things with die cuts, but I think adding that little bit of stamping and the inks really make the difference. So maybe I can convince you to come on, buy some stamps, and then just have a play and see what you can create, and combine that with what you actually got already as well, which is great. So what I'm going to do here, this is pretty much dry now, I think. I'm just putting my glasses on because I can't see. And again, it looks great, doesn't it? Only just a few colours as well. I mean, you can use whatever colours you wish to, but I'm going to go for something pretty simple and nothing too complicated. I like that. So the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to get my stamping platform mat. Where's my stamping mat gone? Right. Aha. Buried under my tidy desk somewhere. That's been normal. Okay. So I'm going to use this side cleaner. Right, so you can see what we're doing here. Really, really nice. Now I'm going to stick this down to my card blank, because obviously I've already got one. So and again, this is the Arden. I'm using the Arden 12 by 12 cardstock. This is the 300 GSM one. Now, as you can see here, this is smooth. I'm using the smooth side because I'm stamping. You could stamp on the textured side if you want that slight texture look to go on there. But you can see that. That's the textured one there. And that's nice as well. Yeah, you can see it at an angle there. You've got that texture going on there. Very, very nice. Dirty back on my card, that's fine. Okay. Right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to stick this down, bring in my trusty ATG gun. I need to know what everyone else is going to do today. After I've finished my live today, I've got a few things to do, but I'm concentrating on designing some new things as well, so that's going to be really, really cool. And yeah, I don't know what everyone else is up to. Are you sitting out in the sun? Is that what you're going to be doing? Because we certainly don't have any sun here whatsoever, which is fine, and even better for me, because then obviously I don't feel like I should be outside. And as I get older, I used to love the sun, but as I get older, I just can't seem to live in the sun too much as I used to. And I don't have a pool or anything, so there we go. Right, I'm just going to stick this down to my blank. Just see where I'm going to go with that there. Right. And normally I might where I'm going to put this, but I'm going to have to do it by eye. I know. Is this one of the things you try and do? I'm doing this. So 100% by eye. Normally I would kind of cheat and mark it up and know where I'm going, but there we go. It's pretty, it's close enough. We'll live with that. Life is too short to be worried about too many different things here. And again, that's a nice background. I do like that. And the colours kind of work together as well, which is totally random, but that's good. Now, next thing I want to do is I need to get a piece of card because I'm going to do some stamping now. Let me just get my stamping platform again. We'll move this out of the way. I'll bring in my stamping platform. I'm going to just take this. Now you can see how big that stamp is because that's the size of my hand, and so it's a nice size. Perfect. Great for so many different things. So I'm just going to clean this up. So next thing I want to do is I want to bring in one of my other stamps, and for that one I'm going to bring in my butterflies. If I can find them, where did I put them? Now I've been putting my cardstock on top of everything else I've been doing here now, so I'm just going to have to move this out of the way whilst I find what I'm looking for. Right. And Mark has actually lost his butterfly stamps. That's funny. That's fine because I've got another one. Right, what's it? It's called. What did I say this one's called? Antisocial butterfly. When you can't find your stamp on your own desk, it means that you need to tidy up. That's exactly what that means. In the meantime, because I just happen to have, ta-da! I have another one. That's fine. So I'll use this one, and I'll find the other one now. You wait. I'll find it as soon as I start stamping with this one. I'll find the other one that I was wanting to use in the first place, which is typical, but that's all good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my stamping platform, and I'm going to use this brand new stamp, which is nice. Again, it's a really, really nice stamp. So you've got the word butterfly there, separate to the word antisocial. You've got 3 different butterflies. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is that this set is really, really cool because it does actually come with dies, and there's only a few of those dies left now, so it does come with dies so you can cut out these butterflies. So if you're one of the lucky ones that have got that, then that's absolutely amazing. But it's a great set, really, really cool. So I'm just going to open this new set, and I'm just going to stamp out. I'm going to stamp out the big butterfly. There we go. And it's got this gorgeous text going on behind it as well, which you can see there. Very, very cool indeed. I do like that. It's one of my favourites. I think that's gorgeous. Right. So I'm just going to open this up. There we go. And isn't it nice sometimes that you get a brand new stamp out? I do like that. Right. I'm just going to put this down. Place it where you're going to want it, and I'm not going to be too concerned where it's going at the moment because I'm just going to get a piece of card and we're just going to stamp that out. So we grab our card. As I say, this is the Arden cardstock, which is gorgeous. Just place where you want those magnets. That's close enough. Now we're going to get our VersaFine, and that's our black. This is the black of choice. I'm just sorry reading some of the comments here. We're on Ivy's in Croatia. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that, Ivy. But I don't think I've ever been to. I'm sure I saw that a program on holiday in Croatia the other day actually. Is it a nice place that you're staying? I don't know anything about Croatia. I've heard it's beautiful though. So again, just go over that stamp there with your pressing something down. You don't have to be too hard with a stamping platform. you're just still going to get that gorgeous image there, as we can see. How good is that? Isn't it lovely? You know, sometimes you just go, wow. Isn't that nice? I like that. So I'm just going to heat emboss this with some clear embossing powder. I'll just put that to one side. And we shall get our clear. So this is the embossing powder that I always use, and I write clear on it because obviously I use white as well, and it's incredibly easy to get confused between the two. So I write white and clear on them. There we go. So I'm just going to put some heat embossing powder over the top of this. Very easy. Rox is saying she loves her dyes that match. Yes, totally. And it's kind of got like it's got kind of secrets as well, isn't it? Really, this set is very useful because it kind of goes with a few different things at the same time. Do I have it here? Yes, I do. Let's have a look. I'm just trying to sometimes just remembering what your set was called. So let's have a look. Aha, right, okay. So that antisocial butterfly, let me just show you. I'm just going off a tangent here, but this is really cool. So the antisocial butterfly, move that out of the way, is also related to Live Life Now. So if you've got Live Life Now, really you should have that as well because they are related, because that will cut out and then it will can sit on top of this as giving it like a shadow behind. Very, very cool. The die will cut out that one and that one as well, so that's really, really nice. But there's another one as well. There's more secrets as well. There's a stencil called Entwined Butterflies, which has the same shape butterfly and the same size. So if you combine that with your stencil as well, you're going to have something pretty amazing. Do I have the stencil? I'm not going to look for the stencil now. I've got too many stencils, so I'm not going to look for that now. But if you want to look on the website for Entwined Butterfly stencil, it's absolutely stunning. So again, they've got cousins, so they're related. So if you got this, then you should have this one as well. It's like over the years, they've kind of like become, you know, backwards compatible. You can use that time and time again, and it brings life to maybe an older set that you maybe don't use anymore, which is really cool as well. So let me just move those out of the way again, and I'm just going to tap that embossing powder off and put it back into my pot. Now, as I say, I'm just reading a few of the comments here. Oh, you were saying Croatia is amazing. All right, third time, wow. And a day trip to Dubrovnik tomorrow for a Game of Thrones tour. All right, is that filmed there? Oh, amazing. Am I the only person? I must admit. Am I the only person that has never seen Game of Thrones? Do you know what? I should watch that because it should be up my street because I do like the old like fantasy and that kind of thing. So I really should be well into it, but it's something that I've never ever watched. So that's on my list of things that I need to watch, like the Game of Thrones, and I think is there a sequel to that? And then there's also, what else do I need to watch? Oh, something totally non fantasy. I've never watched Breaking Bad either. I know, embarrassing, but it's one of those things that everyone talks about, but I've never seen it. So there we go. It's on my list. Katrina's saying that no, you need to. What? Which one? Game of Thrones. I've heard it's a little bit raunchy. Is that true? I'm not sure whether that is true or not, but and I've heard that, you know, people who weren't into that kind of fantasy thing thought it was a very good show as well, because it's a good storyline. So maybe I need to persevere and have a go. Rox is saying she's never watched it either. Yeah. So we've got our butterfly stamped. Again, very nice indeed. How cool is that? Again, you just got embossed there. Very nice. And I like the words behind it. Again, it's just got that kind of mixed media feel to it without being overly mixed media, but that's really, really cool. And again, you can layer that up if you wish to as well. If you stamp it out, you want to cut it out, then layer it up on top. It's really, really nice. So let's get back to our card that we're creating. And just go back a little bit. Okay, so we'll bring our blank back in. Now, I've already got one of these that I've cut out, so I'm not going to bore you with me cutting that out live on air. So I've already got one I've cut out. And I actually cut this one out by hand. I know I've got my die, but my die cutting machine is not quite accessible at the moment, so I just quickly did it by hand. Not complicated at all. And I also cut one of the small butterflies out too. So again, something very easy. Now, this is where you can have lots of fun because you've got that colourful background. You really, really don't need to add anything extra in here because the background is doing all the hard work for you. If you wish to colour that in, you can, but I kind of like it like that. See, you don't have to sometimes, this is more, it stands out more when you do something like that. And do you see what I mean about that bursting out? Really, really cool. So, and I've also stamped from the affirmation set. I've already stamped out the one of the sentiments, which is positive thoughts create positive things. And I like that. So it's a very kind of motivational sentiment, which you can put on the bottom there. And again, do you see how by having that splat going all the way to the edge there, the bottom there, and we've got that sentiment going over the top, it just all flows through and together, and you've got that bursting sensation coming out. And I think that's really, really nice. Now, I didn't even emboss this. I mean, I suppose you could clear emboss this, and that would be looking different there. But I do like it kind of one single colour. I mean, you can do it any colour you wish to, but I think it's going to look really, really cool. So I'm just going to grab my 3D gel glue. This is the pin flare one. It's my gel glue of choice. And I'm just reading a few comments here. Everyone's talking about Game of Thrones now. I've missed this thread entirely. It's like we watch it every winter. It's like a family ritual. Okay, great storyline. The best thing is you can't predict what's going to happen. Oh, right, okay. I like that as well. It's a bit like Walking Dead in terms of you can't never predict what's going to happen, really. Rox is saying that she likes the background highlights the butterfly. Thank you. Yeah, again, this has worked great as well. This will work. This background will work well on any floral background as well, especially those kind of more sketchy, grungy ones. Or even your clean and simple ones. It's entirely up to you how you do it, but I like that. So I'm just going to get my glue, and which is the pin flare one, a 3D silicone glue. Should clean up my glue all the time. Haven't yet. Right, so just grab a few blobs here. I don't know what does everyone else still use glue, or do you use foam pads? I'd love to know what is your glue of choice? What's your in terms of sticking? Obviously, what do you use to stick your cards blanks down? Put your mats down. I'd love to know what glue you use, because currently I only really use a couple of things. So I use my pin flare glue, obviously for anything three-dimensional. I use, what else do you use? I use Cosmic Shimmer glue as well. I can find my tub of Cosmic Shimmer glue, it's somewhere around. I use my Cosmic Shimmer glue, and then obviously I also use my ATG gun for sticking things down. because I want it to be permanent. I don't want it to start peeling when I'm, doing things, especially lives or anything. So that's there's my, I found my Cosmic Shimmer. Again, this is coming back shortly. Care of Katie Sue. So yeah, she's resurrected the Cosmic Shimmer brand just as well, just in time, because I'm not sure how much of this I've got left. So yeah, I can't wait to have some more of this stuff. Really good. Jane uses foam pads. That's good. You know what, Jane? I did not know that you're a foam pad girl. And Rox uses glue for matting cards. What kind of glue do you use, Rox? Is it some kind of Australian brand? Would love to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna position this where I think it should go. Again, if you wish to be very accurate in terms of where it's going, then you can. Do you know what? Years ago, I used to have this thing where everything had to be incredibly exact. So I'd like measure from one side to there and then one side to there. These days, I'm quite easy that I'll just kind of like, I'll do it by eye. And if it looks pretty much straight, it looks good. And you've still got that wiggle room anyway with the glue. So you're all good to go there. Now, I've got the large butterfly, and then I also use the smaller one as well, which has still got a little bit of paper on there. I'll cut that off now. Okay, right. So the smaller butterfly. Now, normally we're talking about threes. You would think about 3 butterflies. It's always the magic number in terms of when you're creating stuff, but because technically I'm counting my sentiment as the third, we can get away with using just a couple of butterflies on there as well. So sometimes you do need 3 items, but this will work as well. So I'm just going to use 2. I'm just going to get my glue out. Oh, James, right, okay, I'm just reading what Ivy did not know Cosmic. Yeah, Cosmic Shimmer was part of Creative Expressions, which Creative Expressions closed down, and they have now just been resurrected as well. Or the name, Creative Expressions has been resurrected, doing something completely different by somebody else, just in name. In terms of like all the cool stuff like the Cosmic Shimmer, that's gone to Katie Sue. Katie Sue bought the Cosmic Shimmer brand, and she's doing some amazing stuff with that. Can't wait to see everything that comes out of there, because she always creates some really cool stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of put that there. So just use a bit of glue there. And again, we want that just to stick out. Now this is where, sometimes if you don't have a lot of products, this kind of style is absolutely perfect. You don't need an awful lot to make a big impact. And I like to try and design stuff that looks a little bit more kind of iconic and cool. I have noticed lately with some companies that just use AI all the time. Personally, I'm not into that kind of thing. I think it's kind of like, there's lots of things on the internet and about news about how it's taken away from kind of real artists, or it's stealing their art and it's being rechurned out into some by a machine. I'm not into that kind of thing. You've really got to kind of get down into the nitty gritty and dirty and just be creative. So I'm kind of anti AI art or products that you can buy that are made by AI, because you've really basically all you've done is put in a few keywords and it's just created something. Again, from all the other hard work that's already been created by other people. So it's not my thing, and I kind of like I'm shying away from that kind of stuff. So yeah, that again in essence is what card making is all about. You don't have to do anything too complicated. So yeah. Our Rox saying it's called Glitter Art. Glitter Art dries clear. I'm going to look that up, Rox. I don't even know. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Is that an Australian brand? Not all heroes wear capes. Well done, Katie Sue. Correct. Well done, Katie Sue. Amazing. What a cool thing to actually do as well. You know, it's because some their products are absolutely amazing. So it's just absolutely great for them. Hard to source pin flare glue here in Australia. Really, Rox? Okay. Is it not available via Amazon? I'm sure Katie Sue does stuff on Amazon, but I don't know. I don't know. But do have a look for this stuff. It's really good. I'm trying to think of. I don't know of any other brand that's the same. But it's a quality glue, and I use it all the time. And does it smell? I don't think it does. Yeah. It's kind of got. It hasn't got that awful silicone smell. It's got kind of like a kind of nice sweet smell to it. I don't know why, but not recommended for sniffing. But it's not horrible. It's not. I think it's like some silicone smells like vinegar or something like that. I think it reminds me of vinegar, but that does not. That does smell like that. It's nice. So that is in essence quite a nice, cool card. Nothing too complicated there. A couple of different stamps there. You could have gotten away with just maybe 2 stamps there, 2 stamp sets. But I think that's really cool, really cool. It's very simple, and again, I love my black and my white, so using the new Arden cardstock is absolutely fantastic. I think Andy Skinner has also gone to Katie Sue. I'm sure that's the case. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure that's what's happened. I think Sue is doing all the Cosmic Shimmer, and they've got the stamp machines as well, so they're making stamps as well. So should be a really cool time there. Really good. So that is my. I call that my clean and simple card. Would you call it clean and simple? What do you think? Roxy Mark sniffing glue. No, Rox, I was not sniffing glue. I was smelling it. I think sniffing glue is a different subject altogether. Smelling it is different. Like all the new cardstock, I do. I don't know about you, but when I get new cardstock, I always sniff my cardstock. It's a thing. Is it a thing? And I'll let you know. I'll try and sniff this one out. See what this is. Nice. It's a nice smell. There we go. I don't know how they make it. Very complicated, I would think, to making the cardstock, because it's taken a long time to get here. But it smells good too. Smells good, feels good, and it works really well. What more do you need? In terms of creating things for you today, again, I think I've done what I set out to do, something very, what I would call clean and simple, but with the hint of whatever VI is all about. Again, you can mix that up there. You maybe want to put flowers on there, or dragonflies, or maybe something to do with rock, music, anything you want. It's a great background, and it does draw your eye in. So I think that is what I was trying to do. Ellie is saying that smelling your card is definitely a thing. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that is done. I think smell and then touch. And I think, when you buy things on the internet with sight unseen, you do that, don't you? When you go somewhere, you do like to, touch something and give it a sniff. Hey, we're only human. Thank you so much again for watching. I do appreciate everything. I will read all the comments as well later on. Don't forget to comment on Facebook and YouTube, and subscribe as well to my channel. Then you will just know when and get that bell notification as to when I'm going live. Obviously, I'm currently doing on a Wednesday, but you never know. I may surprise you all and just do a random one here and there. So it'll be great fun to be able to do that with you as well. Because I created the studio not for myself, well, a little bit for myself, only because I've got so much stuff, but it's for you. It's for you. So I will do as many lives as I possibly can. And so thank you for watching. And I will see you again. See you next week. Same time. I'll say same time, same channel. Of course, it's the same channel. So I will see you soon. I will say goodbye now. And as I say, competition. Where am I from? Where was I born and where did I grow up? There we go. Very easy for those who know me. Those who don't, well, you just have random guesses. The more you guess, the more chance of you got of winning anyway. So I will send out a random present or prize. So again, I'm not going to tell you what it is because that's what it's all about. That's what a surprise is. It will come in through your door and then you go, ah, yeah, great. So I will